If we go back to the founding of the United States, it was founded by Christian people. I don't believe they had the foresight to think that a majority of Americans, or a large majority of the population, would believe there should be no Christian values, virtues, or teachings in the United States.
So I just wanted to ask you, Rob, regarding this thought of separation of church and state. And as I was growing up, I thought this is vitally important for church and state to be separated. But now, especially regarding what is happening in the political arena regarding religion and how it's affecting religion, especially all this woke agenda, LGBTQ agenda by the previous administration and Trump coming in and protecting the church, it has changed my thoughts on that. And what are your thoughts on that one?
The separation of church and state. If we go back to the founding of the United States, it was founded by Christian people. I don't believe they had the foresight to think that a majority of Americans, or a large majority of the population, would believe there should be no Christian values, virtues, or teachings in the United States. And certainly we should not have any thought of Christianity within the government and its systems. However, we were founded on those principles. So the separation of church and state, to me, and from what I've researched, means that coming from Europe and coming from the institutions where the Catholic Church dominated politics and called the shots and made the rules, that's why we set up a new system of freedom of will, to separate the church and the state, so that the church could not control the state and the state could not control the religion. So you're free to worship as you wish, and that cannot be stopped based on the Christian principles. So when they're trying to block this, the left I believe, has been using this principle to say we should take out any reference to the Bible or any reference to God from our laws or constitution, or any cities or anywhere, even take out the nativity scene. Like in my hometown, the city is not allowed to pay for a nativity scene because that's separation of church and state.
Yeah, that's offensive to some people, right?
Correct. So offensive to a small amount, but a very small amount. And usually it's only offensive to a small amount of lawyers who are benefiting from taking the lawsuits in. The ACLU, for example, sometimes.
Yeah. But how do you coincide with this thought that, there's a separation of church and state, but yet we see that the politics have been affecting churches a lot in the past couple of years. They're trying to degrade them. They're trying to take away their rights. And now we're seeing that politics does affect church life quite a lot, especially in the wake of President Trump winning these elections.
Well, that seems to be some evil behind the scenes, actually, or some agenda that is certainly not public. So to diminish any power of Christian churches in society in general. So certainly from the aisle of the LGBTQ and trans, there's Christian people of all persuasions. We know that. Why they would try to strip any type of reference or authority to Christianity. I'm not sure. I don't quite understand why God's grace and love and the fruit of the Spirit, why that isn't encouraged to be taught all over the United States instead of the chaos that some people seem to prefer.
Yeah, I believe there is a satanic agenda behind it, so that could be the reason.
I would agree with you on